All right, last topic. Let's get into it. Let's get into that last topic, man. My boy Roy Hibbert said Dwayne Wade, when they played for the Miami Heat and they had to battle the Pacers when he was on the Pacers, he said Dwayne Wade was the issue in that series, and he gave us 3 reasons why he think Dwayne Wade was a bigger problem than LeBron on that squad, and why he think Dwayne Wade is better than LeBron. I thought this was interesting. Roy Hibbert has a podcast. Look it up on YouTube. That's why I'm getting this clip from. And you know, it's a good podcast, man. Go check it out, man. He breaks some stuff down. So let's get into this 3 reasons why he said D Wade was more of a problem than LeBron, and D Wade is better.
Myself and the Indiana Pacers went to war with the Miami Heatles back in the day. But as great as LeBron James was and still is, Dwayne Wade was actually more of a thorn in my side. So in today's video, I want to talk about the 3 things that I felt D Wade did to help beat those handsome and trend-setting sporty Pacers and eventually win a championship. A couple of them, actually. But also later on, I want to bring on Eric Reynolds, a guard from St. Joe's, to get his thoughts on one of his favorite players. First off, I want to say D Wade plays so well without the ball. He cuts beautifully backdoor for some tough finishes around the rim. And some of those are actually dunks. And if you've watched my channel, you know I hate dunks in the half court. That's just bad defense right there. But all those backdoor cuts actually put a lot of pressure on me at the rim. D Wade was always trying to get me in foul trouble. But I learned this. If you turned your head and ball watch LeBron, he's cut. If you overhelp, or you're out of position, he's cut. Even if you have the best of intentions, he's cut. All right, here.
So that's one of the reasons, right? His ability to play without the ball and his movement without the ball, his cutting without the ball. And I add on to that. And shout out to Sports T, because she was just talking about this not too long ago on her show on Sports T. If you're not subscribed to Sports T, it's the female version of me. So it's just like going to go watch me do my thing, but on a different platform with long hair and chinky eyes or whatever. If you like this sort of thing, right? But no, that's my dog, man. But shout out to Sports T, and she cooking y'all in the comments, man. So y'all need to get y'all game up. But I add on to that. D Wade not only could play without the ball from a perspective of how he moved without the ball, how he cut, how you couldn't take your eyes off, because LeBron cuts as well, right? But the part that I like about LeBron, I like about the D Wade without the ball, is that he can also post up, and when he get the ball in the post, he can actually do something with it without having to get all the way to the rim. Like, he has a variety of moves in the post, and his footwork was very good. Not as good as Mike and Kobe's, but a lot better than LeBron's, right? The second thing about him off the ball is if he's moving without the ball and he get in the catch and shoot situation, mid range, he can do that as well as anybody. And then his shots, he don't have to get to the rim. He's got a runner, he's got a floater, he's got a pull up mid range, he's got a fadeaway in the mid range, he's got a half spin fadeaway in the mid range. Like, all of these things he can do. So as a player that don't or plays without the ball, a player with the ball can make a play for you. Let's say I set a screen for you and you come off a curl. When I give it to you on that curl action, you can stop and just pull up for it, or you can catch it, take one dribble and then put up a runner or a floater, right? Or you can take one dribble and then do your half spin. Like, I don't have to get all the way to the rim. If a 7-footer is down there waiting for me, it ain't gonna do no good, right? For LeBron coming off a curl action, he's gonna have to get to the rim to be effective, because he's not gonna give you a floater. He's rarely going to give you that one dribble pull up. He's never going to give you a catch and shoot pull up. He's rarely going to give you a dribble half spin fade over the left or the right shoulder. Right? That ain't what he do. D Wade can and will, and does it effective. And then the Euro step, I mean, come on now. All right, here's number 2.
The second thing he did was hit the motherfucking boards, the offensive boards. I remember Frank Vogel going over the scout report saying, put a body on D-Wade whenever a shot goes up. But as you can see, he would primarily collect those boards in 2 ways. He'll catch you slipping if you don't put a body on him, obviously. That's the easy one. But number 2 was he would get his own misses, his own rebounds around the rim. You as a player can feel if that shot is going to be short or long. You know it's going to be a miss once it leaves your hand. Me, I used to use my height and long arms to get tips around the rim and hope that those players didn't have a second or third jump in them. What D-Wade does really, really well is he uses quickness, timing, and leaping ability to get those buckets. D-Wade shoots, quick offensive rebound. Ooh, look how quick he is to get that offensive rebound. He works middle over that left shoulder. Hold on, let me do this again. All right, so D-Wade starts off in the post, shoots a jump hook over that left shoulder. Before the ball even gets to the rim or gets down, he's already going after that offensive rebound right there. I'm not sure if G. Hill could have put a body on him so quickly because he went to contest, and by the time he contested, he was going to get the offensive rebound anyway. These are the things that players should do when they're playing with LeBron, I feel like, and D-Wade mastered that. Look at this.
He said he mastered it. He said that on the offensive glass, on the glass in general, D-Wade was a problem. He said even rebounding his own misses, he was a problem. His activity around the rim was just super, I don't know, like on another level, right? And it had to be on another level for him to mention it like that. And you can go back and look at some of those series and LeBron, I mean, LeBron was LeBron. But I'm telling you, man, without D-Wade, I understand why he's saying D-Wade is like was a more of a thorn in his side. And you'll hear him say later on that he think D-Wade is a better player and all that stuff, man. I mean, these are just some things that he's speaking on that D-Wade had to be a star in that role because the way he played before LeBron got there is he did a lot of stuff with the ball. He also did stuff off. He did the same things off the ball as well. But when LeBron came, he was off the ball a lot more than what he was normally accustomed to. And he had to be off the ball because LeBron didn't have the ability to go off the ball and be as dominant or as helpful as D-Wade did. So imagine the Dallas Mavericks series. They were still trying to figure out who was going to be on the ball, who was going to be off the ball, whose moment is it and all that stuff. And it was cool. They try to feel their way through the season and then through the playoffs. But when they got to the finals, just that second thought of, is it my turn right now? Is it your turn right now? Was enough to be an issue for them. But when Dwayne Wade came to the conclusion, this your team, I'm going to step all the way back. You just go, I mean, you just go be the guy unless you on the bench or, or whatever the case may be. Like, it's just going to be you. We won't have to second guess it no more. Just take over. It's yours, right? The fact that Wade had to do that, and then he had to be great at all these other things that Roy Hibbert is pointing out. But LeBron couldn't do it when Wade was averaging 30 against Dallas, and it was his turn to star in those other roles. Just lets you know the type of guy that LeBron and D-Wade both are on a contrast level, and it also lets you know how complete one game was versus the other one. One was not as complete because he can't do much off the ball. Here's number 3.
Eric, the third thing that helped D-Wade set himself apart from LeBron and allow the Heat to beat my Pacers was his ability to lock in on defense and just be a goddamn pest. I'm going to break it down in 2 ways again. The first way was dude lived in the passing lanes and picked off any lazy passes. And again, he used his great timing to catch those passes in the air, almost like he's like a volleyball player defending the net, sending that thing back. But also, if you had any lazy dribbles, he was hunting for steals. And the last thing on defense was he's a low-key good shot blocker. Whether it was at the rim or contesting jump shots, he was locked in. And this is where the level of respect I have for D-Wade goes all the way up. Because, of course, defense is my thing. But he will sometimes meet you at the rim and see what's up, but a majority of his blocks came from rear view contests where you didn't even see it coming. But D-Wade brought it on both ends of the court consistently. So it's no wonder he's getting a statue outside the Casilla Center. Well-deserved, brother. Well-deserved.
D-Wade brought it on both ends of the court consistently. Not can bring it on both ends of the court. He did bring it on both ends of the court consistently. That's different than when someone says, oh, LeBron can guard all 5 positions. I'm not giving someone credit by what he can do. Did he do it when it mattered? Did he do it when it mattered at a high level? Did he do it when it mattered on a high level on the highest stage, which is the NBA Finals? Right? So saying that D-Wade did bring it on both ends of the floor consistently, 2 words. He did, and he did it consistently. Those 2 words are very important to what he said. He brought it on both ends of the floor consistently versus LeBron can guard all 5 positions. I want y'all to just take that into account when we're talking about defense. What's great about LeBron James' defense is he can guard all 5 positions. And what's great about someone like Kobe, D-Wade, or Michael Jordan's defense is that they did it on both ends of the floor at a high level consistently. Not consistent for just 4 quarters, not consistent for just 82 games in the season, but consistent for 4 quarters, 82 games in the season for 12 plus years. Keep that in mind. I'll open the phone lines up one more time. I'm only taking 3 calls. I would much rather hear from someone who disagree with me. But if you just want to reinforce what I said, that's fine as well. But let's get some disagreements in here. Just so we can have a conversation in this stream, and then I see y'all on Full Panel Friday, or I see a lot of y'all that's in the comment section on Sports T tomorrow. I'm pretty sure she'll be going live, and I'm pretty sure she'll be cooking. So phone lines are open. Let's get some disagreements on this segment. I want to hear from all these people that's brave with the keyboard, but maybe living in your mom's basement and she might be asleep because she worked 3rd shift and you don't want to call in and speak too loud. I understand. Caller from California, shut YouTube off in the background so I can not hear the echo, and then go ahead with your thoughts.
Okay, so I don't know where to start here, but I'm trying to focus on the point where you were talking about the guy said that D-Wade was good. One reason he was good is because he could play off the ball. Correct?
Correct.
So in the NBA history, the best position, what I've observed, is the center position. So you got your Mikens, your Bill Russells, your who else? Wilt, Kareem, Hakeem, Shaq. To my observation, that's been the most dominant position in the NBA history.
Okay.
So with LeBron, he plays the LeBron system where he has to have the ball, and the centers are reduced to be a spot-up shooter. So if you're an all-time great, and how can you not? How is it possible that you reduce a player of those calibers?
That's a daggone good question.
Shooter?
That's a daggone good question.
Because you can think of a lot of players like Bird, Jordan, Magic, Barkley, Drexler. Like, if you put them in a situation where you give them an awesome center like a Wilt or a Russell or a Shaq,
mm-hmm.
and you put them and they can play in a system. That's why I have a hard time putting LeBron in the top 5 great of all time. He's just like fringe top 10 to me, but that's why I have him like between 8 and 12.
No, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
I mean, because if you look at it like a math problem, like an equation, and we're trying to figure out what this variable is as far as a value, right? And we're trying to figure out if this player is an all-time great in the top 5.
Yeah.
And then, but part of the equation is telling us that when he plays with someone, they have to reduce their capabilities in order for his to be heightened. Then the answer to that equation should be no, you're not a top 10 player of all time.
Yeah. And I'd also like to add, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
You were going to say something?
Go ahead.
So another thing is, I don't know, my observation is one good reason to have a system is because, there's human beings on the floor. Like someone can get hurt. So like when Jordan played, you have the triangle system, next man up. So like with the LeBron system, if LeBron gets hurt, then oh boy, we're screwed. No one has rhythm. Point guard's confused. That's just my observation. I'd like to hear your take on that.
No, that's true. Which means that everyone that they put around him in that system really have to be so good as players and also so good IQ wise, because they have to do more heavy lifting mentally and on the floor than he does. It looked like he's doing all the heavy lifting because he's recording all the stats, but he's doing all the things that actually record stats, while he relies on everyone else to have to do all the things that you don't see on the stat sheet.
Yeah.
Right. So that means they actually are higher level players than he might be, especially mentally. For all his co-stars that have to fit into that system and still figure out how to give him 25 plus points a game.
Yeah.
That's instant. You know how good you got to be as a scorer to play in LeBron's system as his co-star and still get him 25?
Oh yeah, you have to, that and be consistent game after game after game.
Correct. And then if you're not, and if your shot ain't falling and you're not consistent, guess what? Guess whose fault it is?
You're gonna get the blame. Yep.
Correct. Because he made the pass just like he always does. If all his shots come from the rim and at the layup, and he making the pass a 3-point shooter, so he made the pass. That's the pass he make every night. It's easy to make the pass, but if you don't make the shot, it's your fault. Correct.
But they don't talk about the turnovers he makes.
They never do. They never do. But all right, man, I appreciate the call though.
All right. Hey, I really appreciate. I really like your work, Mel, and the Man Down Sports crew that you have in a group. Really good job. I'm really sick of watching ESPN and I don't know, like what's that, Fox Sports with Nick Wrong and Shannon Sharp and I don't know, they just like say a bunch of BS and I appreciate you guys keeping it real and keep up the good work.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'll let you go with the other callers. Appreciate your time. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Bye. Yeah.
Caller from Washington State, what's up?
Yeah, last time I got bumped off, my bad, I got a call.
Okay, go ahead.
Y'all tripping, man. Y'all know LeBron better than D-Wade. Stop it.
Do we know that though?
Just because they came in at the same year, and I like D-Wade. Just because he came in the same year, y'all keep forgetting that D-Wade is like 3 years older than LeBron.
Correct.
Now, in 05, 06, I think D-Wade outplayed LeBron them years. Now, other than that, y'all, I can't see any. In the 2011 finals, I can't see any.
Knowing you know what you know about the NBA and the WWE and how sports are rigged, if you was in a pure basketball setting where there was no outside influence on outcomes of games, and you was just watching what the player's skill set was, what their strengths and weaknesses was, D-Wade's a better player than LeBron.
Okay, so now are you saying D-Wade's a more skilled player? Or
no, I'm saying he's a better basketball player. Like just as a basketball player, not NBA, not stats, not history, basketball. Because remember, the history is all part of the storyline. That's part of what the NBA is as a entertainment business. So if we looking through a pure lens of just pure basketball, no entertainment factor, no NBA factor. If we wasn't in the NBA, it was just we started another league and we said we're not rigging anything. It's not even on TV. D Wade,
owner,
and I'm
pick D Wade first,
and I'm looking
LeBron James.
Oh yeah, 10 times. I would pick D Wade 11 times out of 10 over LeBron. In a pure basketball situation, in a pure basketball, because I can build around D Wade better than I can build around LeBron. LeBron needs too much, right? Let's talk about the things that LeBron needs in order to succeed. He needs the ball. Do we agree on that? He needs the ball.
He's more effective with the ball. Yes,
he needs the ball. Like if he don't have the ball, he's not a 27 point per game player for his career. If he don't have the ball, he needs the ball to get it done. Right? To get an offense started for him, he needs a high screening role. Right?
Okay.
In that offense, he needs shooters around him, and he needs the floor spacing. He needs a center that's not going to be in the paint begging for the ball in the post. He needs a 25 point a game scorer as his co-star. And if he's going to win back-to-back championships, he needs a super team. He needs a point guard that don't need the ball, that can shoot threes. Like when you build around LeBron, it's all around. Oh, he need this, and it starts to narrow down what players you can actually get for him. You can't get him just regular players and regular role players. You need the best players, because in order for his system to work, these players have to be amazing. That's why he has so many super teams. But with Michael Jordan, just give me Scottie Pippen, give me a co-star and some role players. We get this thing done. I don't care if my center can shoot threes. He can be in the paint if he want to, because I don't need to get it all the way to the rim for a shot. I can one dribble pull up from the mid range. It don't matter who's in the paint. I don't need the ball. Kukoc can be the point forward.
With you.
Scottie Pippen can be the point forward. BJ Armstrong can be the point guard. I don't need the ball. I can play off the ball. I can play in the system. Dean Smith taught me that. Okay. But with LeBron, he needs the ball. He needs a point guard that don't need the ball. He needs a center that don't need to be in the paint. He needs a center that can shoot the three. He needs multiple shooters that can knock down the 3-point shot. His co-star need to be a 25 points or more, and his co-star also need to be able to score whenever they just throw him the ball and go one-on-one in an ISO situation. D Wade, Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving, he needs that. So yes, give me Wade.
I'm not arguing that. I'm not saying the discussion is LeBron better than D Wade? Not is he better than Jordan? No,
he's not better. He's not better than D Wade.
We got this.
He's not better than D Wade.
Is he better than D Wade?
He's not. He's not.
What we talking about?
Historically in the NBA, when you take the career, he ranks higher on the all-time greatest list. 100%. If I'm making an all-time NBA greatest players list, D Wade is nowhere near LeBron. But if I'm just great,
you making one.
If I do my list, yes, I've already made a list. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you've seen my list, but I made a list, and I rank.
Okay, wait.
And I rate LeBron.
List, you got LeBron rank what again?
I got him ranked higher than D Wade on my all-time greatest list.
You got him ranked higher than D Wade.
Correct. Because he's an all-time greatest list. But he's not better. No, he's not a better. Yeah, he's not a better basketball player than D Wade.
But oh yeah.
That don't make sense to you. That you don't understand that, do you?
No, you saying that LeBron has more accomplishments, but you don't think he's just a better player. Is what you're saying?
Correct.
Okay. All right. Now I'm saying that LeBron does have a lot of accomplishments. Okay. I'm just saying he's a better player than D Wade. Like this, that's kind of common. But when you saying that LeBron needs this, LeBron needs that. Teams are going to build around their best player.
Well, hold on. Let me stop you right there. I understand that. but they're not building around what your deficiencies are. Oh man, you can't shoot. Let me get you 5 shooters. Oh, you can't shoot. Well, let me give you the ball all the time, and everyone else have to play without the ball. Like when you add a great player to a great player, they both should be able to use their greatness. But when you add a great player to LeBron, that great player has to reduce what their capabilities are. Scottie Pippen is a great point forward. Playing with Michael Jordan, he could play that role because Michael Jordan could play off ball just as well as he can play with the ball. If Scottie Pippen played with LeBron James, what the hell would he be doing?
What do you mean? He would be playing basically he'd be playing like a taller D Wade. Basically.
But Scottie Pippen is good at being a point forward though. He's good at the same thing LeBron is good at. So if Scottie Pippen was playing with LeBron James, who would you give the ball to be your point forward?
I'll give it to probably LeBron James.
Exactly. So which means and what do small forwards in a LeBron James system do? Not Scottie Pippen, but any small forward that plays with LeBron, what is their role?
They become spot up shooters.
Spot up shooter. Is Scottie Pippen a spot up shooter?
The young Scottie Pippen.
No, is Scottie Pippen a spot up 3-point shooter? Is he Kyle Korver? Is he J.R. Smith? Is he Carmelo Anthony? Is that Scottie Pippen's game?
No.
It's not. But when he played with LeBron, he would have to be that. That's my point. Michael Jordan was like, nah, I don't need the ball. Scottie Pippen, you good with the ball? You get the ball. You play point forward. As soon as I get the ball, I can put that thing up and get 2 points. I don't need to bring the ball up. But can LeBron James come off the ball and let Scottie Pippen just be the point forward and LeBron James just get his points the way D Wade, Kobe, or Mike got it? He can't. That's my point.
Okay, but what I'm trying to tell you is, so your argument is that D Wade is more adjustable than LeBron James.
Sort of. It's not. That's not my argument, but he's more adjustable because he's a better player, because he's a more complete player. You get what I'm saying? He's more adjustable because he's a better player, and he's a better player because he's a more complete player. LeBron is incomplete as an offensive player, and that's why it limits his roles that he can play, which it pretty much puts him at point forward in every offense he's in. He even did it with the Olympics. Why did he have to do it with the Olympics? They could have ran any offense in the world. They had every tool in the toolbox that they needed, but somehow they end up running LeBron's system on the Olympic team.
Oh yeah, I knew that was coming. We all seen that.
Why? Because he can't do anything else. We seen what he looks like in another system when they played the Dallas Mavericks when they got whooped. That's my point.
No, they knew they was gonna win anyway. So they put LeBron was the first person to call him and say we're gonna play when they seen him lose. Say we're gonna play, and it popped up. LeBron was the first one to say we're gonna play for the 2024 team. So he already knew all of it was just built to build all of their legacy. That's all the USA team did was
who legacy got a big boost from the Olympics other than LeBron's?
Kevin Durant.
No, it didn't.
Isn't he the highest points?
That ain't had nothing. No,
Olympics?
Listen, bro.
Didn't he set a record?
No,
that's the increase of his legacy.
This didn't boost his legacy.
What they used to say about Steph? They used to say Steph wasn't that clutch.
This did not boost his legacy. This did not boost his legacy.
I'm saying it gave little points to their legacy.
What did you have Kevin Durant ranked at all time before this Olympics?
Oh, it didn't move the needle for me.
Okay, so it didn't boost his legacy, brother. If you didn't even change your mind about Kevin Durant after this, how you gonna say it boosted his legacy?
It gave him another.
No, it didn't. He just showed up and won the gold medal the last time they was in Tokyo, and he had a team way worse than his team. He showed up.
He has the most points.
His second best player in the Olympics was Jason Tatum, and Jason Tatum couldn't even get off the bench on this team. And he
what record was
and
that?
he won
surpassed
he won
Lisa
the
Leslie.
Olympics. He won the Olympics with Tatum, Booker, Bam Adebayo, JaVale McGee, a rookie from San Antonio because Popovich was coaching the team. Like, if that didn't boost his legacy with Kevin Durant leading that team to gold, and it was a way lesser team than this one, if that didn't boost his legacy, what the hell? How the hell are you gonna say that they all went to go boost their legacy with this medal? That don't make no sense at all.
Them three players.
And what does that have to do with LeBron?
I'm talking about what KD accomplished during that. Remember, Lisa Leslie popped up and said, "I didn't even know I had that record."
Okay, but you personally didn't move that didn't move the needle for your opinion about Kevin Durant. Correct?
Not my opinion.
Okay,
but then they had Steph, right?
What person have said that the needle has moved for Kevin Durant after that Olympic? Name me the person. If you can't name me the person, I'm gonna bid you a good night because that mean you on here telling fibs. What person? No. Stop it. Who has said that personally? This moved the needle, and I have Kevin Durant in a higher regard than I had him before after the Olympics. Who said that? What platform?
The platform that ran the story of him scoring the most points in USA.
Who said?
I can't. It was on ESPN.
They just reported.
They ran the story.
Sir, they reported a fact. Kevin Durant has the most points in Olympic history. As a result of that, did someone say that we now have to start discussing Kevin Durant in a different way than we did before? Or is it the same?
No, it's just another accolade.
So it's the same. So it didn't boost his legacy, correct?
It gave him another accolade.
Be honest, brother. Did it boost his legacy or not? Man, we can't have this conversation if we're not all gonna be honest. Did it boost his legacy or not?
Because your legacy, most of their legacies are built on accolades. It gave him another accolade.
No, it does. No. Who said that this boosted Kevin Durant's legacy?
No one said that.
So if listen,
did people say Steph was more clutch because of this?
If accolades boost your legacy, how come you didn't boost Kevin Durant in your opinion?
Because that accolade didn't take him over the next person I have over him.
Thank you. So it didn't boost his legacy, sir.
Because the person I have over him has way more accolades.
Okay, so it didn't boost Kevin Durant's legacy. So that statement that you made is an untrue statement that they all went to boost their legacy with this Olympics, and it's irrelevant to anything. My point is, LeBron James had to play his system in the Olympics. Everywhere he goes, he has to play his system. He's the point guard. He's the point forward. I have to dictate everything because if he don't have the ball, then he's really just, I don't know, Tyreek Evans.
I agree with you on him playing the system. I agree with that.
All right. Thank you, sir.
I've been agree with that, but did Steph's legacy change?
No.
In your eyes?
No.
To him being more clutch?
No.
Because remember,
no.
His legacy was not about being clutch. So Steph was always clutch.
No.
Is what you're saying? Or you're saying he's never been clutch?
It didn't change.
Is Steph clutch to you?
My opinion of Steph didn't change after this. He's a shot maker.
Okay, can
he's a baller. He's a shot maker. He's a baller. He's a shot maker, and he's the in the conversation for the third best point guard of all time behind Isaiah Thomas and Magic Johnson. Nothing about the Olympics changed that for me.
Is he clutch though? Is the question.
Yeah, he's clutch.
So Steph is clutch to you. He's been clutch in the finals. Every finals he's been in, he's been clutch.
I ain't say every finals he's been in. I didn't say every finals he's been in, he's been clutch.
Yeah, but that was a mark on Steph's legacy that he wasn't clutch.
Okay, so is the Olympics the finals?
No.
Get off my phone.
But he came.
Good night, sir. Good night, sir. Sir. You just said that
he didn't come through in the clutch.
You said no. Hold on. You said hold on. You said the story on Steph that he wasn't clutch in the finals. And then you say he went to the Olympics and was clutch, and that's supposed to change the opinion of how people think about him in the finals.
It changed him. It changed the way they viewed him as being a clutch player. Yeah,
in the finals. Hold on. Is Steph clutch in the regular season?
In the regular season?
Yeah.
Let me see. Steph clutch in the regular season. He has clutch.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Yes.
In the regular season. But I'm talking when it counts.
Is Steph clutch in the
clutch moments?
Is Steph clutch in the playoffs?
No, that's the like when you like the
The last finals, he went
Okay.
1 for 11.
So when you go to the
2 for
when you go to the Olympics, is that the playoffs?
No, that's not
Good
the
night,
playoffs. It's
sir.
the
Good night,
Olympics.
sir. Good night,
It's
sir.
the Olympics.
You wasting my time, sir. You wasting my
the
time,
Olympics.
sir. Stop it. You wasting my time.
What do you mean it's the playoffs? It's the Olympics.
Come on, man. You're bringing up that somebody got an opinion about Steph not being clutch in the finals, and you're telling me going to the Olympics is go change that and that boosts his legacy.
No,
that's not how that works, bro.
That was real clutch that we feel like we wouldn't even
won
if he didn't
sir,
come up
we just seen Steph drop.
That changed my vision of him being clutch.
We just seen Steph drop 50 on the Boston Celtics in the finals, and you needed to see him go to the Olympics to do it. Come on, dude, stop it, man.
But we also see him score single digits in that same finals, going 1 for 13.
And we see him score single digits in the Olympics. We as a matter of fact, he didn't show up to the silver medal game and the gold medal game.
But
dude, what are you saying?
We won the gold.
Okay,
Why?
but sir, he won the championship, and he won the championship against Boston, and he was clutch. So you telling me you waited to the Olympics to change your opinion? He was clutch in the finals against Boston.
So was Steph overall finals MVP that year to you?
Lord have mercy.
Because
how many times you gonna move the goalpost?
The most consistent player on that team was Wiggins. He averaged 21 points. What? Almost 10 rebounds.
Bro, how many times you gonna move the goalpost? And you doing all this mental gymnastics and all this tongue wrestling only so you can drive the point home that LeBron is better than Wade, and LeBron his not being able to play without the ball is not an issue. The point is D Wade is a better basketball player than LeBron. I explained to you why, because he's a more complete player, and complete players don't need to be pigeonholed into I can only play with the ball in my hand and I force all my teammates to play my style of offense, and I can only play one way if I want to be dominant. He's an incomplete he's an incomplete player. And that's the case. That's the end of the case right there.
What do you rank Kyrie?
What goalpost? This ain't even the same goalpost, sir.
No, I'm trying to ask you a question because I already said that I believe that D Wade.
You moving a different goalpost. This ain't even the goalpost I was kicking on.
I just think LeBron is more effective and a better player in a game mainly because of his strength. It's just different. But what I'm saying is, if you want to be trying to see who's the most complete player, who has the better jumper and all that, then you can argue a bunch of arguments with a bunch of different players that you probably don't even have in your top 20.
No, you can't. You can't, sir.
You see what I'm saying?
No, I don't see what you're saying. You can't you can't argue a bunch of players.
You can argue that somebody is more skilled than the next player. That's what you're trying to say. D Wade is more skilled. Just because he's more skilled, I don't think he makes him a better player. But
that actually does make D Wade a better player than LeBron. But just because it makes D Wade a better player than LeBron, don't mean it makes another player that's more skilled than LeBron a better player. Like you're trying to make the argument that just because I say that D Wade is a complete player, and I'm talking specifically about D Wade, that you can also say, well, let me find somebody else that's skilled, and say, well, Sabonis is skilled. Does that make him better than LeBron? That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying D Wade, because he's a complete player and more skilled, is a better player than LeBron. Only D Wade. This is when I compare D Wade and LeBron, and I grade them on how complete of a player they are. D Wade is a better player at the end of the day. LeBron has had the better career. LeBron's the greatest player on if I make an all-time greatest list, because D Wade knees went out and D Wade took a backseat to him to let his light shine. And when you start grading their resume and the things they accomplish in the league, LeBron is going to grade higher. But when I grade just the player without the lens of the NBA stats and basketball, if I'm just grading players at the basketball court, D Wade is a better and more complete player.
No, because you would have to throw in LeBron's IQ level.
No, you don't.
You would have to throw that in the game.
No,
what do you
don't.
mean? You have to.
No, you don't. I would have to throw in LeBron's
IQ
defense.
is on a way higher level than D Wade's was in the game.
Yeah, how come he can't play off the ball as good as D Wade, sir?
Why do you think
if his IQ
D-Wade
is so high,
deferred to
if
him?
his
Because he
IQ is so
realized
high,
that LeBron's
if his
system was gonna
IQ is
work.
so high,
That's
how
they
come he
won the
can't?
next 2 years?
If his IQ is so high, how come he can't figure out a way to make above 75% on his free throws?
Oh no, I've been saying
If his
free throws is
IQ,
trash.
if his IQ was high, how come he still shoot with his elbows out?
I've been saying
If his
free throws
IQ was
trash.
if his IQ was high, how come he leads the entire world in turnovers?
Oh,
all
I've been
time.
saying his turnovers was high. He
Okay, so
played years.
so where's his
and he has the
IQ?
ball a
Where's
lot.
his
That's why he's gonna
IQ
have
coming
more
from? If
turnovers.
he
We know
can't
that.
shoot, if he can't shoot free throws, he can't protect the ball. He can't play off the ball. He can't play in the post. He can't like if all of this stuff is supposed to be the highest IQ dude, how come all these negatives are part of him when it's not a part of these other guys?
Because he knows his limitations. That's why he makes it to where it doesn't expose his limitations. Have you listened to NBA players talk about him?
I don't understand.
Have you listened to what Imran Sharper said on his on that podcast? How smart LeBron was.
You believe him?
How he ran the same play 3-4 times and it worked.
You believe him?
Do I believe Imran Sharper?
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. If LeBron IQ is so high, then how come all these other great players keep figuring out how to beat him? Why Tim Duncan always was dropping them? Why Kawhi be dropping them? Why Dirk was dropping them? So if LeBron IQ is high, then Tim Duncan's IQ has got to be double his.
Big fundamental.
If LeBron's IQ is high, if LeBron IQ is high, then Tim Duncan's IQ is double, right?
Tim Duncan does have a very high IQ as a player,
and it's double LeBron's, correct?
I wouldn't say double LeBron's.
Significantly higher than LeBron's, correct?
I would say it's on the same level as LeBron.
What good is his IQ if he keep getting outsmarted by these players? What was his IQ when Dallas said we go under all the screens and force you to shoot jump shots in the finals, and he couldn't figure that out?
Oh yeah, Dallas did their thing. Dirk played the best he's ever played.
Sir,
finals
I bid you a good night, sir. But sir, thank you for the call. Thank you. And that, my friends, is what we call putting your own self in the pot, cutting your own carrots. He think he taking a bath, and the whole time he cooking. And you come in like this, and then you leave like that, cook, steaming, ready to rage and fight, all because you wanted to protect your queen. I don't get it. I don't understand it. But that was a good call. Well, I got time for one more because that took so long. Sheesh, man. That was, how many circles did we go in, and how many times was the goalpost moved? Lord have mercy. One more call. Let's get it. And we'll end it. Oh, my bad. You know what? And I didn't read none of these super chats, and I apologize. I'm about to get to them right now. Please let LeBron shoot 12 to 15 threes a game. I guarantee you he won't shoot 35%. Hey, you know what? John Wayne, thanks for the super chat, and I want to see that too. Nino, Mel, don't ruin your cred talking about Westbrook at point guard. $1 super chat from Juke Skywalker. No comment. Mel, right? What if Mark Jackson tried to make Steph be like Chris Paul? I think you said this when we was on the Caitlin Clark topic, when we was talking about let her cook the way she did at Iowa. That's a good point. I mean, Mark Jackson did let Steph kind of let it fly. We don't know who's better because LeBron Jordan. Facts. Like, we would have known for sure who was better, D-Wade, Melo, or LeBron, if they all would have stayed on their same squad and played all 15 to 20 years of their career and figured out, who did what at the end. You know what I mean? So does MJ and Kobe need Phil Jackson to win? Need? I don't know. They played well, in Jordan's case, he played most of his career with Phil, so we won't know the answer to that. Now, if we wanted to guess and take an educated guess, being that Michael Jordan can play in several systems, because he's not. It ain't like he is the system. If he would have got another great coach, maybe Pat Riley, I think he probably could have won with Pat. Who was another great coach back then? Maybe Lenny Wilkins. Maybe he could have won with Lenny Wilkins. But I think a great coach was probably needed, but it didn't necessarily have to be Phil. Super chat from Darren. Appreciate the $20 super chat. Thank you for the tier of greatness. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, and I thank you for the super chat, man, for sure. All right, caller on the line. What's up?
Hey, what's up, Mel? This KG from St. Louis. I was calling to tell you that D-Wade is a better basketball player than LeBron James. D-Wade, the whole game, like he could use the whole floor, mid-range, a little bit of three-pointer, mostly slashing. LeBron James is the first smash. It's that simple.
I agree, man, and it is that simple. You don't even have to go in a whole bunch of gymnastics about it, man. That's the perfect way to say it. The entire floor, he's dangerous from. Three, mid-range, free throw, post, drive. He can pass. He can play with the ball, without the ball. He was dangerous on defense. He did it on both ends, and he did it consistently. Right now, like I said, if I'm grading and making an NBA all-time list, I got to put LeBron higher than Wade. But if I'm taking all that out the equation and I just grade the pureness of basketball and who the best basketball player is, it's going to be D Wade.
Man, KD's a better basketball player than LeBron James.
I agree with that too.
Like, I don't understand like what's this obsession with LeBron James? Like, I don't know. I don't get it. It's like I'll be trying to wrap my head around it. I don't understand. Like everybody says his IQ is high. Like what the hell does that even mean?
Yeah. I mean I would go KD, I would go Wade. Not Melo though, because I think LeBron's athleticism and defense keeps him above Melo. But if Melo defense was just as good as like Wade or Kobe's or something like that, oh man, yeah, he would have been better than LeBron too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but hey, thanks for the.
That's all I have to say.
All right, thank you, brother.
All
right, T-Bert. Hold on, let me. Yeah, T-Bert, call back, brother. You'll be my last call. And I really want to hear what you got to say. Oh man, there we go. Caller from Pennsylvania, what's up?
Yo, what's up, Mal? T-Bert.
Brother, what's good, man? It's good to have you on the show finally, man. What's your thoughts?
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. And shout out to Sports Team. Shout out to Dom. Love Dom. Her show is the absolute best. So is yours, man.
Appreciate it.
But man, I was sitting here listening. Mel, that other second caller before last, I done forgot what the daggone topic was. You talking about Mel, the goalpost is moved. He stopped moving the goalpost. He went to another sport. I'm confused. What are we talking about here? What's the topic? I forgot what I'm calling in for, bro.
You're right, man. I feel the same way, man. But yeah. Roy Hibbert said D Wade better than LeBron, man, and D Wade gave the Pacers more problems in the playoffs than LeBron did.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with Hibbert, and like I called in the Dom show yesterday, and people thought I was crazy when I said I'm taking D Wade all day long over LeBron, and people was like, why? And I'm like, he was way more polished. He had really great footwork. His midi was better. And when D-Wade shot timely threes, when you needed it, it was money. Now, D-Wade, I'm not saying by no stretch he was a great three-point shooter, but he hit the big three-point shots, right?
Correct.
And that's what counts. And now let's talk about defense real quick. defense, in my opinion, D-Wade is the second greatest defensive guard, like two guard of all time. And I'll give you a quick example of his defense. If you go back to the Miami Heat when they first got their first chip against OKC, last 4 minutes of the game, Kevin Durant was flying out. They called a timeout. The coach said, somebody got to stick Kevin Durant for these last 4 minutes. Guess who's stucking? It wasn't LeBron. It was D-Wade. It was D-Wade. Why LeBron ain't step up and take that challenge? Because he does not have the defensive propensity to do it. He's not efficient enough. And let's clear the air with this. Oh, LeBron used to play defense. He was a great defensive player. No. If you look at LeBron's defensive highlights, what is it? It's a chase down block.
Correct.
It's never locking up his man to man. And look at the chase down block. It's not on his man. He comes off ball. He's a good off ball defender, right? I'm talking about he's a good helper, a help defender. He'll block somebody else's shot from the back. He don't lock his man down. He's never been a lockdown defender. So we please dispel that notion that, LeBron was second in defensive player of the year. No, he's a good help defender. He can never lock nobody down. And last thing, Mel, this is the reason why he can't lock down. It's the same deficiency on offense, which is he has bad footwork. He doesn't have great footwork. That's why he doesn't have a low post game. Now, let's translate that footwork to defense. He does not have footwork to play lockdown defense. So I'm taking D-Wade all day long, hands down. What's your thoughts on what I said?
I'm with it. Now, the only thing I agree with all of it except one part.
Yeah.
I do think his defense, and I'm talking about LeBron James, I do think it goes beyond the chase down blocks. But when I've seen him lock somebody up on the perimeter or actually, get some effort like he did on Jokic in the Olympics and stuff like that, that happens from time to time. I've seen where in the finals where he would switch up on Steph Curry and he would stay in front of him and force him into a bad shot or maybe a turnover. I seen him occasionally do those things, right? But does that mean that he's a great defender? No, I mean, it mean he was for their play, but
right. Now we saying the same thing.
Okay.
I have seen him. I saw him switch on the D Rose one time and block his shot.
Correct.
Yeah, so I mean, everybody in the NBA at some point, if you play enough minutes on the floor, you're going to have a good defensive play, right?
Yeah, Bronny just had one in his first preseason game. He had 3 blocks.
Absolutely. So what I'm saying is, LeBron has made other defensive plays besides a chase down block, but to consistently be a good defender, he's not. To consistently take on the challenge and lock down somebody, absolutely not. And I'll give you one more. I forget the player's name. I saw an interview not too long ago. It was when Kobe was playing. This dude who's just an average player was killing him. He had 27 by halftime. So the coach at halftime was trying to put in all these plays to stop him. Kobe said, stop all that. I'm going to lock him up and he won't exist.
Yep.
The dude finished with 27 points, shutting down the second half. Like, LeBron is not capable of that. He's capable for a moment here, a moment there, but consistently do it? Absolutely not.
Correct.
Give me D-Wade all day long.
100%. And I appreciate that, man. That's a killer call, man. That's the best call of the night, man. 100% I'm with you.
Got you, Mel. So I appreciate you taking extra time. He's about to get off, and I appreciate you, letting me call in. And shout out to Dom because she linked us up together. Shout out to Dom always. Appreciate you, Mel. Your show is absolutely the mom.
Nah, man, make sure you're a mainstay, man. Make sure you keep calling in.
All right, got you, Mel.
All right, thanks, bro. Yep.
All right, bye.
We can't follow that up with another call. I mean, because we got to finish with a great call, and that was a great call. So I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna remind everyone. Let me make sure I ain't miss anything. I think another super chat came in. Rise above anything. You're not the GOAT when you're 4-6 in the finals. That's a good logic to have. So I'm gonna remind everybody, we are sponsored by Underdog, and if you use our promo code mandownsports on Underdog, you help us out as well. But Underdog will also match your first deposit up to 50%, up to $1,000, right? So do that. I appreciate that. That'll help the show out, man. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share this with everyone. So we can get our subscriber base up. You know what I mean? Help us to get to like 35K before Christmas, man. I think that'd be a good Christmas present for me as well. What else, man? Like button. Check us out on Sports T, I think tomorrow. If you're not subscribed to Sports T, go and check out Sports T and subscribe over there to get the same type of content you getting here. I have in the description box all the other shows, Motor City Royal, Cowboy Spit, if you're football fans, Kingdom Come for the Kansas City fans, if you're a football fan. All of those are there in the description box, and Sports T and Sideline Speaks as well. And all of those people that run those podcasts are on our panel on Full Panel Friday. If you're new here, if you haven't seen our full panels on Friday, it's absolutely phenomenal. So I see y'all on Friday with that. Make sure you subscribe to all those places. And on the way out, I'm going to let y'all hear a word from the sponsor, and I'll catch y'all on the next episode. Underdog Fantasy is the best place to play fantasy sports. I want to tell you about the easiest way to get in on some NBA action with Underdog Fantasy and their pick'em game. Just find your favorite player, or any player for that matter, pick higher or lower on that player's stats, and you can win up to 20 times your money in one night. Pick between 2 or 5 players to fill your pick'em entry. Get every pick right, and you can net yourself some serious cash. Use the promo code mandownsports and get up to $1,000 in bonus cash. Plus, now that it's football season, you can follow Man Down Sports as we reveal our favorite picks from week to week. Like I said before, pick your favorite player, pick higher or lower, choose your dollar amount, and win some money. It's just that easy. Make picks, win money. We also want to thank Underdog Fantasy for partnering with us, and we want to thank you for helping the channel out by using Man Down Sports on Underdog Fantasy.